Rooster!
Hey,
Hen!
They would stop and they start getting up a little bit. You know, like I said, we're gonna be walking this draw right here. Yeah, just main thing is just, you know, those of you that, you know, just holler rooster, try to help everybody. I mean, I know right off the get-go, you know, sometimes they get in the sun and they all kind of look alike.
When we are going down through here, you want us to all kind of stretch out, or what's the?
We'll stretch out and say, maybe 10, 15 yards apart, however wide we need to be to cover the area. And then when it comes to a spot where you curve, everybody wants to
curve around
together, and just main thing, safe. And,
Okay.
Yeah, you know, like today, I mean, we'll be having blockers almost every field,
Okay.
so just kind of be aware of where everybody's at. And then too, as we're walking through here, I know, you know, everybody wants to walk kind of fast. The birds are getting up ahead of us, but you can't, as slow as possible. I mean, we'll kick up a lot more birds that way.
Good boy. Hunt them up. Hunt them birds up.
Yep, couldn't ask for a better day. Yeah, and like right in here, like what we're walking through right here, a lot of big blue stem, small, you know, little blue stem, which is ideal for, you know, pheasant habitat. I mean, it's, you know,
Now, is this native to Oklahoma?
Yeah, it's native.
This is a native grass.
Right. Hen!
How close was she?
Setting pretty tight, huh? So now, like, there's CRP programs and things like that, I mean, whenever you sign up, this is actually what you're actually planting to, you know, that was once cropland that you're putting back into, you know, native grass.
How often do you guys encourage burning?
Generally, I mean, it kind of depends on which side of the state you're on. You know, on the western sides where there's not near as much rainfall, generally, you know, every 3 to 4 years.
Right.
And on the eastern side, you know, you can burn up to about every couple years. But like with my responsibility, my job with the wildlife department as a private land technician, you know, I go out and evaluate property and, you know, write them up a wildlife management plan, what they need to be working on.
Now, how much time would something like that take to write up? How much time do you have to spend on a piece of property?
Usually, you know, the land evaluation, generally just depends on the size of property, but it can take up to a day or two. Hen!
Another hen. That's that. That's that group of hens I was telling you I saw on the edge.
Oh,
they
yeah?
bailed off into here. Here.
But like right here, I mean, we're walking a waterway, you know, kind of a low bottom area that, like I said, oh, rooster!
Good shot.
Good shot.
Way to get that bird down. Did you see the mother birds fly up in front?
No, I didn't. Yeah, and kind of going back to burning, like we were talking about earlier, you know, the best thing like for native grass is, you know, some type of management, either running, you know, flash grazing cattle or getting the right stocking rate on it. But also, you know, if you're not managing it with cattle, another really big benefit, cost-efficient way, is actually doing a prescribed burn. And generally, like I said, up here in this climate, you know, it's with the rainfall, you know, about every 3 years, pretty good. But one thing you're doing to eliminate the thatch layer that's down below, you know, because these native grasses, you know, they over time break up and kind of fall over. And like I said, for quail and pheasant and everything, more predominantly for the quail, you need kind of open ground cover, bare ground basically for the quail and stuff to find insects and seeds and things like that. So it's one good thing about burning. Oh, rooster! All right. What? Hey. Thanks. Yeah, if you don't mind. Thanks, Cody.
Yes, sir. Good boy, Cody. Good boy.
Well, hopefully we'll get some more up here in a second. Need some more of that action. So we need some more of that action, don't we?
Oh yeah.
Rooster! I shot right behind him. One thing that's kind of hard it's like, just old traditional methods of farming, like, farming right up to bar ditch, or right up to this creek right here, for instance. I try to educate landowners and, family as well that own some of this ground up here, like leave a buffer and, like I said, less erosion, things like that. But also, for bird hunting and purposes, it's great. It provides a little bit more cover, more of a shelter belt for the pheasant, and I mean, everything uses it, so. Heat rooster!
Got 2 good hits on him.
He might end up going down.
But what we got this little bottom area right here. We got some timber over here. Got feed over to the northeast and good cover in here. So we're gonna ease on in here, see if we can't find. Now we're hunting ringneck pheasant here. Do they,
Hen!
they're catching that wind and then cutting right back into it. At night, do they roost on the ground?
Yes, they do. And that's, in these bunch grasses and like native grasses that we looked at earlier, they'll, get in those heavier, thicker areas, and that's where they actually roost.
This is what we'd call a big roost area, wouldn't you say?
Right, yeah.
They like this. We counted 10 areas of droppings, and there are quite a few droppings, so these birds have probably roosted in this area for a number of times.
Yeah, generally they like to go back to the same areas to roost in, as long as they haven't been bothered much before.
Right, and if you look at this,
hey,
look at her, there's a hen right there. Look here, hen. Look at that.
Circling us.
Boy, she's pretty, isn't she? Hey, a
Look,
lot of
she
times,
got up when we stopped.
a lot of times, like you said, once you stop, they get nervous
I know.
and they bust.
Oh, rooster!
Get him! Good shot! Way to get that bird. Get ready, it could be another one sitting in here. He held tight.
Yeah, he did. He was pretty close. I guess he's in front of Cody. I don't know. There's some feathers.
Dead bird, find it. Find a bird. Find a bird. Find a bird. Find a bird.
Good boy.
Ah.
Good boy, John. Good job, man. Good job. Good job.
That's it. That's what we're looking for. I think it took a double load. One from the right, one from the left.
He didn't put him in the jacket. He's hot. He is, isn't he?
Oh, you want me to tell him?
Or it doesn't matter. Here, you can put him in here.
It's your bird.
Oh, here.
Yeah, good job.
Look at that joint
Good
effort.
job.
Yeah. I just enjoy watching them get up.
Yeah.
Right close. All right, here we are winding down our hunt. It's been a great day, very nice weather, and here we are cleaning our guns and got our birds ready to clean. And I appreciate everybody coming out and enjoyed it.
Well, we've had a great time.
Thanks. And hopefully learned a little bit about managing for quail and pheasant, and like I said, take some of those pointers and try to implement them on your own property. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact the Wildlife Department or NRCS. Like I said, they're land management type offices too, in each county. So that being said, this is my story, and we're out of here.